Hello everyone and welcome to another Fallout 76 camp build video. Today I'm going to show you how to build this little house on a pier. I'm not sure quite what to call it, maybe like a fisherman's hut or something. I don't really want to call it a boathouse because it's not a boathouse, and I don't want people to confuse that with my barge house, so I think I'll call it the fisherman's hut because pier house sounds weird to me. Anyway, so here it is, and it's very small, but that's what I like about it. I like small houses, to be honest, because I'm just one person. I don't need a huge one. And I loved the idea of having it out on a pier like this, and I actually got a really cool idea on how to do this from one of my patrons, Dink Meeker. He also plays John in my Let's Play, in my Fallout 76 Let's Play. If you guys watch that, he gave me an actual, sort of inadvertently gave me an idea for this. And I'll show you that in a minute, but for now I'm going to show you around. It's not big, so the tour will be pretty short. I have a little store here. It's not turned on at the moment because I don't want visitors while I'm recording. But anyway, here we go. And the first view here is the little kitchen with my chemistry station, stove, and whatnot. Then I've got a little living area. It's just, you know, a one-room shack basically, but I got all of the essentials in here. And oh, also, I don't have it decorated as much as I would have liked because I'm actually using a different character. This is a new character, and this character doesn't have all the plans yet. I actually transferred a whole bunch of plans over to her. This is actually the old Karen Nash from the Let's Play. This is the first version of her that I did. Many of you may not know, but I actually at about episode 9 or so, I switched to a different Karen, and you probably didn't even notice except for her name on the screen. But anyway, she did all the same quests and got all the same gear. I transferred it over to her from this Karen, so it's all the same. She just has her name on the screen instead of my name on the screen. Anyway, that's why I did that. But I'm using the old Karen as my new building character, exclusively for building only. And my other character that I've been building with so far, my main one, is going to be just for playing the game with, because I got tired of taking down my camp every single week to build a new one. I want to keep my camp, you know? Anyway, I loved my shop so much. The one from the last video, the gas station shop, I didn't want to take it down. And I didn't want to have to rebuild it later, so... Anyways, I got a water purifier out here so I can get some water. And back here is the generator room. And I also keep my camp unit in there. Now, this room is actually extending out beyond the build boundary. That's why I couldn't put a wall back here. It was an afterthought. I didn't plan on building it out this far. But I was using just a medium-sized generator because I don't have the large generator plan yet to power my water purifier. But then I wanted to put a shop in because this character needs to make some money, seriously, because she doesn't have very much. Anyways, but a medium generator is not enough power to power the water purifier and the shop, so I got a fusion generator in there, and it takes up more room than a medium generator, obviously. So this used to be just just a one square room with a medium generator in it, and then I had to add that one to put this in here. And so yeah, it wasn't planned. You can remedy that by, you know, not putting the camp build zone out further into the water. I can see it goes pretty far up here for right now, so you can just remedy that by putting it out a little farther, although that might not be possible, and I will show you why right now. Let's go to showing you how to build this thing. Alright, so now if you want to build in this exact same spot, you're going to want to put your camp unit right on this little rock protrusion. As far out as you can get it to go before it's in the water. Then once you have it down, move it out of the way because we're going to be building right on top of it. Now, there is a reason why I would not recommend building in this location, even though I did. Well, here, I'll show you where we are. I haven't actually showed you guys where we are. We're right here next to Sunshine Meadows Industrial Farm, Flatwoods. It's just right here at the junction of the rivers, or the dry river comes down and from Flatwoods down here. Just follow it. And there's the bridge, and so we're right here. Now, I built here because for no other reason than it was easy to find. The shoreline was relatively flat, and there was enough room to build my house out in it. Now, you could build this anywhere else probably, and it would work, with a few exceptions, and I will show you what those are, and I will also show you why I wouldn't recommend building this house in this exact same spot like I did, because I built this house before the last patch, which, what was that, 9.5 or something like that. Since the last patch, I built this house, like, I don't know, 4 different times, just to practice. I like to practice my builds. Anyways, it won't go in all the way anymore, because I don't know what they did, but they made some new collisions or something, with rocks, posts and rocks. The posts won't go in, and I will show you that. So I will build the rest. I will build it here, but I'm just going to show you why I would recommend building it here. But you can build this pretty much anywhere. This would probably actually work a little better on an area where there aren't rocks, so like something like this. But now the reason why I built right here was so I could get my camp unit out as far as possible. But if you ever see a rock sticking up out in the middle of the lake, like there's some down there maybe, that's probably more ideal. That way you can put your camp unit out as far as possible. Anyways, we're going to put our first floor piece right on top of this rock. Now, while I say you could probably build this anywhere, that's not true. I just mean that you don't have to build it here. You can build this in other locations. Not every location will be ideal. It probably won't work in every location, but this is probably not the only place it can work. Anyway, just sort of slap it down pretty much just right on top of this rock. It doesn't have to be exact. So, but you want to get the angle right, the direction you want it to face and all that. Just sort of figure that out however you'd like. Put another one down. Then we're going to take this one off. And if it doesn't want to come off, that means that you put it out too far. So this foundation has to be partially on this rock, or you won't be able to remove the other one. And we want to remove the other one because it's not supposed to be there. But I put the other one there first because you can't place this one by itself out on the edge of the rock. It just won't go. At least not out as far as I want it to go. So I want it to go out pretty much to the edge, and you can even put it out a little bit farther than that with the other floor piece. All right, this is going to be the permanent floor, so make sure all of your boards are facing the right directions that you want them to face. Especially if you're going to use carpet like I did. In mine, I used the new orange shag carpet because I just wanted to try it out. Make sure they're all facing the same direction because carpet looks really weird if the boards are facing the wrong directions or facing opposite directions. So your house is going to be 3 by 2. Okay. And then put one temporary one right there. Now, the reason I'm putting it out this far, because I originally was going to just put it like just right off the shore, like right where I put the original piece, is because the rock is in the way, and the stairs that I'm going to put right here wouldn't go in. So if you build this in a different location, you can put it out as far or as close to the shore as you need to or would like to. But anyway, this is why I did it this way. So placement doesn't really matter depending on your location. It might matter in your location, maybe not. Anyways, so this is a technique that I inadvertently learned from Dink Meeker, who is a patron of mine, and he also plays John Nash in the Let's Play. He accidentally did this at his camp, and I had to come out and help him figure out how to get it to work again. So if you remove the floor that the foundation, or the foundation that the stairs are attached to, the stairs will stay there. But then you can put floors down, and regular ones like this. You can attach regular floors on it, and that's how I got my dock in. However, don't attach this floor until you are absolutely sure about the angle and the positioning of your foundations. Because once you put the floor down, you will not be able to get back off without moving your camp unit again. So once you've got your foundations in, just sort of eyeball the positioning, and if you like how it's positioned, then you can put the floor in. And make sure the floors are facing the right direction as well. So face it so that the middle line is vertically facing away from you like this, just so that it lines up with the rest of the boards we're going to be putting down. Otherwise it'll annoy me. It'll annoy me. Just do it for my sake, please. Anyway, then put down one there. See? They're facing the same direction. Yeah, it annoys me when they're not, but you know, you can do it however you want. It might not annoy you. And then put one all the way out there. Now, before you build any rest of it, or, well, that's not true, put the rest of your dock. And I put mine, you can put it along here, along anywhere along here, but I put mine right there because the door's right here, and I just walk out and go on it. Anyway, put them all the way out until they reach the land to your satisfaction. This one's just slightly resting on the land. You could, if you wanted to, make it go into the ground. I think it actually looks a little better personally if it's going into the ground a little bit. Anyway, now this is the problem that I had. So I originally built this, and if you saw in the tour at the beginning of this video, I had posts. The short posts will go in right here, and they'll go in right here. But since the last patch, they will not go in right here because the rock is in the way. Now, in the original build, when I built this before the last patch, they went in just fine, no problem. They did not collide. There was no collision problems. Unfortunately, the new patch has changed something in the way posts collide with rocks, which is really unfortunate. I am not happy with that at all. Anyway, on this side you're going to want to put a long one. If I can just get it to go out there without me falling in the water. Okay, come on. This one should go in because it's not going into a rock. Anyway, so before you build your house, no matter where you put this house, in any part of the river or lake, wherever, you can do this in a stream or a pond, doesn't really matter. But before you build the actual house, the walls and the roof, test your posts. Once you get the dock in, test your posts to see if they go in. And if they don't, you might not want to build it there after all, because, you know, the floating dock looks pretty stupid to me. But anyway, so you can see it just won't go in. But it obviously did go in before. And one will go there. Okay, nice. So I had to put a long one here, but that won't go in. One will go there. Anyway, just play around with it, and if they don't go in and you want them to go in, then you know you might have to find a new location for your build. So like if I wanted to build this house again for my own personal use, I would not put it here. Okay, but anyway, we're going to put some along the side like that. Oh, and if you want a generator room on the back of yours, it will go here as well. Like so. And then you'll want to put one more like that. Okay? Now, for the for this side, you can get the posts to go in here. I'm actually going to take a Rad-X because I got to get in the water. If you have the marsupial mutation, which I don't because I'm only level 13 with this character, you can take a orange Nuka-Cola. They work the same as Rad-X. Okay. Just go in. Now, so the long posts won't go in because they're not touching the ground, see? You could put one right here. Looks like you could put one right there, but that's about it. So, to fix this, just come in here and get a floor and put it as close to, I gotta get down here, put it as close to your foundation, your other foundation as you can, and then put another one out here. And you probably won't be able to put a third just because it says it can't be placed in water, and the reason why it's detecting it's in water is because it's not touching the ground. So foundations can be placed in the water as long as the legs are sunk into the ground, or as long as the tops are above water. So like you can see, I was able to place this one even though it's technically floating. Its top is out of the water. And that is why you cannot put another one here attaching to this one, because the top is underwater and the legs aren't touching. But, you know, what can you do? You can maybe try sinking this down a little further. It's not going to go much lower than this, but you can try putting it down a little bit lower, and then maybe a third one would go in, but probably not. No, it's not gonna. But anyways, then get the long post, and it should snap in. Just double check, make sure it's snapping to the right spot. It's not. I put it in too far. Whoops. Okay, I can't see what I'm doing here. There. It needs to snap. No, not right there. It's hard to see in the water, but anyways, it needs to snap right here. Is it not touching the floor? I think I might have it down too low. No, there it goes. Okay, so it will be touching the floor, but also snapped to this, so it should go in, and you should be able to put one down here as well. Sometimes if it's red at first, you just have to shift slightly and it'll turn green. Anyway. There, and then you can remove these floors once they're in there if you want to save on build budget. Although this build is pretty small, so you're probably not going to be missing too much build budget. And that one should go in just fine without a floor. There, so that's how you get them in on that side. Unfortunately, can't put one on the very far corner, but I actually put a water purifier in front of that spot, and so I didn't have any, you know, it hit it, so it worked out. But anyway, like I said, I would not build this in this exact location if it was going to be my permanent place, because of not being able to snap the posts in all along there. I would definitely move it. So you're gonna want to, just for if you're wondering where it will work at, probably, I have never tried this in any other places, but the reason why these posts aren't snapping in is because of this rock right here. So you're going to want to find a spot that doesn't have a rock. And unfortunately, that's hard to do on these rivers because there's a lot of rocks. But like, it might work better over here. See where there's not a rock? But it also might be difficult to get your house out far enough from the shoreline because it's so deep, and it might not go in. Anyway, but you guys can just experiment with it, and I would love to hear your feedback. if you actually built this someplace else, and if you figured out how to get your posts in. Anyway, now I'm going to put in the walls, and I used the warehouse pieces because I just liked the look of it better for this particular build. I originally tried the barn pieces, but changed my mind later on. And of course you can put your windows wherever you want to. You know what, actually when I first build a house for the very first time, I put all the walls solid and then I'll switch them to windows. Later, after I've decided where I want the windows to go. So I'll put in all of the walls. And then I'll look at it and I'll be like, I want a solid wall to hang some pictures on, but this is also a river, so I think I would like some of it to be, you know, I want a view, and there's going to be another room on the side of that one, so I can't put a window there, so I'll put a window here because I want to be able to look out at the river in all directions. So I'll put a window there too. But I don't want windows on every single wall because then I won't be able to hang pictures and other things on it. So that's how I figure out where to put my windows. Alright, next. Oh, but before you actually put this wall in, we're going to put the post for the corner of the roof here. Because this roof has a post here, but because this is part of the porch, this area. But the posts don't go in on the true corners, which is, you know, really, really dumb. So we're going to put it on the true corner. And I do that just by putting a stair there, and then a half floor here, and half floor there. And then you can put the post in the corner, and that'll put it on the true corner. And then you can take those off and put the door back there. Okay, now we're going to put the roof in, but first we need to put these little dealies in. I'm going to put a roof like this. No, not like that. Wrong one. Put that one over here. We're supposed to put the other facing this one. There. And I just realized I put that wall backwards. Like that. And one over here. Okay. And then fill in these parts with the half walls, and then get the slanted roof and pop it right on there. Oh, you know what? The other one won't go on if there's a wall there, so take that off, or don't put it on temporarily. And then that, and then we're going to put the little peaked roof up here like so. And then you can put this one back up there like that. And also on this end there. There we go. Like that. And then back here you'll want to get a fusion generator. And it's easier to put the fusion generators in before you build the walls around them. So just stick that in like that. Or you might want to put in the back wall at least. It might be difficult to put the back wall in with it there, but whatever. You can do it. Now, you know, like I said, since this sticks out of the build zone, we can't put a wall on the back here because it's outside the build area. But, you know, nobody's going to be walking by over there because that's outside the map. And chances are nobody's going to be swimming around your camp either, so they'll never know the difference unless they come and open your door. Then we'll put the little peaked roofs on this one as well. Now definitely put your fusion generator in before you put the roof on, because then it's even harder to get in. Alright, and that is basically the build. Now, like I usually do, I'm going to show you guys how to power it up. So I'll do that real quick. So I'm going to get the no, it's on this one. This one. And we're going to stick this right here so that it's sticking out of the wall just a bit. I don't like sticking it all the way out because then it just sticks way too far. Just enough like that so that it's, you know, just poking out like that. And then get a downward facing single one and attach it to the top. Okay, connect them. And then go up to regular power conduits. And I'm gonna put one directly above that one, and then one about right here, sort of near the window, corner of the window. Okay. Now I like to make wire setups that you can't see very well. The most minimal amount of wire draping all over the place. Sometimes it's easier if you come inside and click on this part, because for some reason these are really finicky and they don't let you attach them from the outside here. You might have to come inside and attach it by hovering your little dot over the bar of this. Anyway, it's just finicky that way. Anyway, that will power up the entire house. And since it's on the back, it's not as easy to see. And so it's, you know, pretty much wire free, you know, unless you come back here. But that's barely anything. So that's the way I like to do it. Now, if you want to have a shop in the front, like I had right here, you will have to put a wire through here because the shops don't run on radiating power. So I'll show you how I did that. Now, this might not be the most, well, the best way to do it, but this is how I did it in a pinch. And you can change it any way you'd like if you don't like how I'm doing it here. But put this in, not like right in the corner, a little bit out from the corner, but as close to the corner as you can without it, like on the inside. You don't want it like shoved into the corner or it won't work. So, and since I don't have marsupial mutation yet, because I'm only level 13, I have to build a ladder to get up onto my roof. So pardon me for a minute while I do that. Okay, there. Alright, just a temporary little ladder to get up here. Now, come down here to the corner where you've got your one wire and get a normal upward facing power conduit and place it right above this one, as close to the edge as you can get it, and then connect them. They should connect just fine without any trouble. And then place another one, well, not one of these, one of these upward facing, this one. And put it down here on the lower piece of the roof, down here, about as close to the corner as you are to the side of the floors, well, as far, oh, the stupid thing won't place. So these conduits have a hard time placing sometimes. Like there's a glitch where you just push the button and nothing happens. You don't get a message, you don't get a clicky sound, just nothing happens. If that happens, then just exit your build menu and then go back in, and you should be able to place it down just fine. Like that. Okay, make sure that you can connect it. It's not too far away, so it's too far away and it's clipping into the roof. So just move it this way a little bit. It's still too far away because since it's draping across. Oh, come on, it's not intersecting. Whoops. There. Like that. And then get, you could just get, okay, so then we need a downward facing one. Now you could just put it like that. That'd probably be the easiest thing to do. But I'm gonna try putting a short piece here and then nothing is. Also, if it says nothing is selected, exit the build menu and try again because it's just a bug. Okay, then get the downward facing one and put it in. Because the reason I did that is just I want it closer to the wall. I didn't want it way over here. I'd maybe put even a medium one in there. But anyway, for the sake of this, I'm just going to do it like that. And then go in here and get the wall one and put it up into the corner like so. Okay, then you can you'll want to definitely check to see if this is coming down through the cross beam thingy, whatever those are called. Make sure it's not, because then you wouldn't, or else you wouldn't be able to select it probably. Connect that one to there and this one to here. You might have to go outside and click on the actual, no, cancel it. It's not connecting. It's just going to do the jumpy jump thing. These are hard to connect to. There. These ones that poke through the wall, they're kind of finicky. Anyway, there, like that. Then get another downward facing one and put it right on that. And, oh, come on. It's very finicky today, isn't it? There, then you can plug your shop in right there. And that's all there is to it. Now, the reason I did it this way, because I could have just made my wires go all the way around the house and over here. But that's no fun. I don't like doing that because it's ugly. And the reason why I didn't just I could put a conduit coming all the way up to the top of the house, and then I could put one coming down right here. Because I didn't want one coming down the front of the roof either, because then you'd be able to see it. And I just wanted it to not be seen. So that's why I did it like that. If you guys don't mind your wires being seen, it might not be a pet peeve of yours like it is for me. And, you know, lucky you that you don't have so much OCD like I do. But anyways, you can put your wires anywhere, drape them every which way if you want. I know a lot of people do. I see it all the time. But anyway, there you go. That's how I did it. So don't forget to remove your stairs if you put any up. And yeah, that's about it. And, you know, don't forget to put a door on, or a couple doors. Oh, I will show you really quick also. I put the the water purifier. I put the big one in there, and I put it down in the water about right, where did I put it at? I lowered it in as far as it could go. And I actually had it down like right here, except for some reason it's not going in anymore. Now, yeah, I originally had it right there and it went in just fine. It says it's intersecting with an object. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Right there. Okay. And then, I put in the floor, right going out to it. I actually had it, I'm just going to remove this post because it's in my way. Now you can remove other items like posts and walls and stuff off of these. You just can't remove the floors. So, there. I just had it going out. So it's kind of resting on it. And then you don't have to put a post on it. I mean, I had mine a little bit closer. But anyway, you could fiddle with it. And, you know, my original one, I had it a little bit closer. So it was resting right on the top of the purifier. But you can fiddle with it and get it into your exact perfect positioning on your own. And there you have it, everyone, the Fisherman's Hut. What do you think? I love it, actually. It's a pretty nice little spot, and I don't know, I like small houses. Anyways, let me know down in the comments what you think, and also leave a like if you liked this video. And subscribe for more Fallout 76 build videos just like this. I've got quite a few now, quite a playlist going, so check that out. And if you would like to help support my channel, you can do that by following the links in the description to my Patreon and Ko-fi pages, and also to my merchandise store on Teespring. The links for that are all down in the description, as well as my social media. Anyways, you guys, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Remember to play safe, play nice, and have fun. Bye, guys.